Give us a wow.
Wow. Wow. Hi, I'm Philli from MasterChef and I'm in Gozney HQ cooking Szechuan glazed duck flatbreads with pickled cucumber and spring onions. First up, we need to roast our duck legs and get them beautiful and golden. I've got a large pan here. We're going to place our duck legs into the pan and then cover with some sesame oil, a sprinkle of salt. The Roccbox has been heating up. I'm going to place the duck in there until it's golden. You want to make sure that you're turning the duck so that everything is cooking evenly because the back of the Roccbox is a little bit hotter than the front. Woo! They're golden. The duck legs are golden. I'm just going to add in, this is dobanjiang or broad bean paste. It's a chili bean paste and it's got beautiful spice but then also like a rich umami flavour. I'm going to add this into the duck fat from the duck legs. Gonna like bloom it slightly. These are Szechuan peppercorns. They bring like a numbing fragrance to the dish and I absolutely love them. Grind them up a little bit in the pestle and mortar. Add that to the oil and the duck fat. This is gonna bloom the Szechuan peppercorns and allow them to release their flavor, fizzing and bubbling in the oil. I'm gonna add onions directly to the pan and that's gonna caramelize up in the Roccbox. It's going in. Ooh. I mean, it's looking golden already. You can add in Szechuan wine. And the Szechuan wine is just going to deglaze the pan. Because the pan is hot, you don't need to re-evaporate any of the alcohol because it's already just burnt off. Bits of ginger and garlic, water just to coat and cover the duck legs. Don't fully submerge them. And then I'm gonna cover the whole pan in a bit of tin foil. Make sure it's tightly sealed. And I'm gonna turn the Roccbox down to its lowest setting and stick this in the oven until it's fully cooked. The duck legs have been cooking for about half an hour and you can see that they're like really tender now. The meat is just like falling away from the bone. And we're gonna allow those to cool for just a minute before we pull them. I love a tweezer. The sauce is smelling excellent. You can feel the chili bean paste and the Szechuan pepper filling the air. And I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit of 5 spice, some soy sauce, and honey to give that sweetness. I'm gonna stick the pan back in the Roccbox just to reduce slightly to get really sticky. I'm gonna shred the duck legs just with a fork and the meat is gonna pull away from the legs. The sauce is reduced down a little bit and it's getting all glossy. I'm gonna take a bit of the sauce and just pour it over our shredded duck and mix it through. You want quite a wet mix for the duck. Mixed and ready to top the flatbreads. To top our flatbreads, I'm gonna make a quick pickled cucumber. It's gonna be really light and fresh and just finish off the flatbread. Be super careful when you're doing this. You can also use a sharp knife. Cut it in half. Place the cucumber in the bowl and then just top it off with rice vinegar and a bit of salt. You can marinate that for about 5 minutes and then they're ready to top our flatbreads. We're using a standard dough recipe and there's so many recipes on gozney.com, so check them all out. I'm going to open the dough by pressing lightly in the middle to create a little crust on the outside, opening it a bit with the palm of my hands, kind of do a steering wheel technique. I think that's the technical term. I'm gonna lightly flour up our peel. I'm gonna top the flatbread with the duck. I mean, it's looking great. Duck is super moist and the sauce is gonna melt into the flatbread dough. I'm now going to cook the flatbread in the Roccbox for about 90 seconds, but until it's golden brown on all sides, and just make sure that you keep turning it. Shimmy them in. Few pickled cucumbers, chopped spring onions. That is Szechuan spiced glazed duck flatbreads with pickled cucumbers and spring onions. Super, super delicious. There's a little bit of numbing heat and a bit of freshness from the cucumber. For the full recipe, go to Gozney.com.